May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Good morning to every one of you. Nice to see your group after a little gap. The topic, today's topic, important person in life. You might have already have some thoughts running in your mind, at the back of the mind, who could be that important person in life. How luxuriously, how beautifully we live for the sake of others is not that important. How joyfully we live inside us, that is more important in our life. Living without getting cheated by others is not that important. Living without me cheating others, without getting cheated is not that important, and without me cheating others is more important. Falling down in life is not that important, but getting up after the obstacles is more important than falling down. And speaking to somebody, giving advice is not that important, but how sincerely I follow what I speak is more important in our life. Similarly, we see so many things in our life we come across, and we always compare what is important and what is more important than others. Even if I want to buy a small phone, which I will use it for a few years, I am going to compare so many things and then come to a conclusion, and then, oh, this phone is important for me and let me buy that. But there are some decisions which we take every day, whereas means that decision could impact throughout my life. But phone can impact, wrong decision in buying a phone could impact for a couple of years, whereas some decisions can impact throughout my life. What I am responsible for, what I do, but in addition to that, I am also responsible for what I don't do. So always we see what is more important. So we do that and we miss something. So if I miss what is important, who is important person in my life, this question is, who is important person in my life means throughout my life. So that is what such an important question which we need to ask ourselves. Maybe at the end of the today's session, definitely it is worth asking that question, who is important person in my life every day, and then I'm sure that question will definitely change our line of thinking towards our life. So with that small introduction, let's jump on to today's topic, who is important person in our life. Now, the moment we ask that question, we may think ourselves that, of course, when I was a child, mother is so important. Even if I want to buy a new shirt, I can't ask my father. So we ask mother, and mother, she knows the technique on how to get that done. So mother is always heroine for us, or mother is very important person. And once you go to higher school, higher secondary school, college, father is hero for us. And the moment we start earning it, or the moment we get married, then the things get little change. The mother and father, the importance is little bit reduced after marriage, because until we get married, all our decisions taken were used to depend on the parents. Whereas once I start my own life after marriage, then all my decisions is based on my own priorities, my own responsibilities, which is important, which is not important, who is not important. So all that we decide. So we little bit give less importance to our parents, because we have got a new spouse in my life where I am having a lot of responsibility towards that. So we expand our own family. So the decision is little bit changing from means after marriage. So mother, yeah, yes, important, no doubt in that. Father, yes, important. But if you see the total life up to marriage, they are very, very important. And after marriage, in practical terms, it is getting little bit insignificant, though they are important. To me, Mother and father are most important, not important. Parents are most important. I will put that in that category. Okay. Now, then the next answer could be mother, Mada, Pita, Guru. So the person who enlightened me, the person who guided me, or the person who helped me when I was not having a job, he offered me a job. So he helped me to, move on in my life. So Guru or somebody who helped me could be the important person in my life. So we get that answer. Maybe if we ask a businessman, he will tell that, no, no, no. My customers are important to me. I am not depending on them. Sorry, customers are not depending on me, but my life is depending on my customers. So customers are important to me. So customer is my important person in my life. Maybe if you ask another businessman, he may tell, no, 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 no. My competitor is important person to me because he is the one who is always keeping me in alert condition. What he does, no, I need to do something better than that. So he keeps me in a alertness mode. So he is important to me, and I always keep an eye on that. What he is doing it, what is the business tactics he is applying it, or changes he is making it. So to him, the important person is competitor. Then maybe some questions may you may some maybe I can ask this question. So who is important person in your life? Mother, father, guru, or the person who helped us, or all four, or none of the above? So I have given 6 options. Please put it in your chat box. Mother means 1, father 2, guru 3rd, any person who helped me 4, none of them is 5, all of them is 6, or I'll leave all of them 5, because the question is who. So 1 person, right? So not all. So Mada, Pita, Guru, the person who helped me, none of them. Can I request to put it in a chat box? What is the answer for to you? Who is important person in your life? Mother, father. Yeah, so there is one more option. Sorry, life partner. After marriage, life partner is very important, because life spouse is the one who is going to be with me throughout my life until my end. So please add mother, father, guru, life partner, none of them. None of them. Okay, so if those who write none of them, then who is the important person in your life? Please write that also. Guru, okay, great. None of them. 4, okay. Myself, okay, great. So self, very nice. Myself. Soul, Atmam, okay. Mother, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, good, very nice. So there are some good answers. Myself. Obviously, there are people who come and goes in our life. Maybe guru, mother, father, friends, all of them. But for all my past and present and all my future, people can come and go, but I am there all the time. So I am the important person in my life. If I am not important to me, then how others can take care of me? How, if I don't have confidence on me, if I don't put myself in the front, then how others I can expect them to give, to care, or to consider me as an important person? So obviously, yeah, there is another option. Myself could be the important person in my life. But we also, of course, I am also important, no doubt in that. But is this that really important throughout my life? If you really understood Maharishi's concept, somewhere he has mentioned we are born to pay back the duties. My wish, my desire is secondary. I have to think, act, speak based on others' wish, others' want, others' need. This is called Maharishi in Tamil, he says peraram. That means immorality is moral, but it is a higher degree of morality. Yes, if I change my wish, my desire based on others' wish, others' need, then that is called high degree of morality. So we are born to serve the society. This is what the purpose of birth, to pay the loan to the society. So of course I am important for my survival to do my duty, no doubt in that, and for self-confidence to do all my job, I need to keep me in the front because I am doing something to achieve the purpose, right? So of course I am also important, all are important, no doubt in that. But the question what I asked throughout my life, father, mother, for example, if you take, they are the ones who they are the ones to whom we have to pay a huge amount of dues to them. We have taken so much of loan to them, and some of the loans we can't pay back to our mother or father. That much sacrifice they have done. Now we can't have return back with the same sacrifice because the opportunity will not be given to us. So of course they are the one to whom we have to pay a huge dues, huge loan we have to pay back to them. So they are very, very important, no doubt in that. As I said, they are most important actually. But to this question, who is the important person in our life? Not mother, father, guru, or others, or life partner, or spouse, or myself. There was a sage, there was a king, and the king, one day he got up from the bed and he had this doubt. Who is the important person in life? And he also had two more questions. Which is the important moment in life? And also, what is the most important action one should do? So these two questions we are going to discuss on some other Friday. So these three questions he had in his mind. So the king called all the ministers and everybody and tried to find out answer for that. And everybody gave some answer, mother, father, guru, and all that. But he is not really satisfied with the kind of justification they gave for all different answers. Then they thought that, then somebody suggested that there is a great sage. So if we go there and ask him, he will give the answer. Okay, so the sage went there. He was on a hilltop. So the king went there along with a couple of guys. So he went there, and the king, the sage was in meditation. So nobody could, talk to him. So the king stayed there, and the whole night he stayed there. And morning he got up, and then still the sage is in some work. So he has to wait until the sage comes back. So to ask that question, what is who is most important person, and what is the most important time moment, and which is the important action to do, right? So he went to the hilltop. I mean, he came out of that hut, and then he saw from the top the entire country, what he owns, what he rules. So he could see the beautiful country there, and people started going, walking around the streets. He could see from a top level beautifully the place is there. Wow, he was enjoying that beauty in that. And while he was enjoying it, there was a sword at the back, and he could feel that somebody is putting like a knife at the back, right? Then he immediately turned, who is that, and putting a sword on my head. So the king turned back, and he saw that the sage was standing there with the sword on his head. And then he asked, who is the most important person? Then he said, you. Because for that moment, sage is the important person, because he pushed little bit, that fellow king dies. The life is in his hand now, right? So he got answer. And then he asked the other two questions, the same situation, he got the answer. So before sage tells it, he found out answer for all the three questions. So we have taken the same question, who is important person in our life? There was a mother. So she believed that the important person in my life is God. God is the one who is activating me, who is managing everything. Everything, not even one atom can move without his permission, right? So God is important person in my life. So she is a full-time devotee of her favorite God. So one day God appeared, and then she asked, I have only one wish. You have to please fulfill that. What is that? You please, I want to see you. And I want you to come my home. And I want you to take one meal in my home, what I prepare. So this is my wish, desire. And the God said, sure, I will come Sunday. So he gave the means after 2 days, she said, Sunday I will come. And then she realized that it was a dream. So the whole dream, she came out of the dream. Oh, dream. My God, I thought I saw the God. So it was a dream. Then she believed that no, it is not a dream. God will come to my home on Sunday. So then she started preparing herself to invite God to serve some good food. So the Sunday came. From Sunday, since morning 4 o'clock, that mother is so busy in cleaning the house, in keeping the house very beautiful, and preparing the morning breakfast, because God will come to her home. That is what she concluded after the dream. So she was preparing the dishes. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock morning, nobody came. God did not come. Now 10 o'clock, nobody came. Around then she decided that, okay, breakfast, he didn't come. Now he will come for lunch. Let me prepare a nice lunch. So she started preparing lunch for the God. And 11 o'clock, 11:30, 11:45, nobody. 12 o'clock, somebody rang the bell. So he opened it. There was a salesman and with a cleansing liquids. So he says that I will demonstrate you in your washroom. If it is good, you buy it. Otherwise, you don't need to buy it. It's just a free demonstration. Can I do it? Sorry, I am so tensed. I am already in a tension. So you please go somewhere else. One important person, VIP, is coming to my home. I am waiting for it. Since morning, I am preparing myself. So please, I can't talk to you now. Please. Okay. So he left. So she was again further preparing her dishes. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, nobody came. So she was upset, and then she thought that, okay, let me prepare dinner and God will come. So she believed that definitely God said Sunday will come. So Sunday, I have to wait until 9, 10 o'clock. So I'm sure God will come. So with that belief, she again started preparing dishes for dinner. And around 6 o'clock, the one again doorbell. So she opened it, and a 10-year-old girl from the next door neighbor, she was there. Auntie, I was getting bored. I just want to play with you. So can you spend half an hour with me to play? Oh, sorry, I am in tension. Since morning, I was expecting a VIP, and now is the time he is going to come. So I can't spare even a 1 minute. So we will play tomorrow. Please go, not now. She closed the door, and then she started busy preparing the dishes. Night 10 o'clock, nobody came. With a very upset mood, she went to the bed, and dream came. God appeared. She was so upset, and she was asking God, what is this? I prepared for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You didn't come. Then the God replied, no, I came twice. Then she asked, twice? Maybe you might have gone to a wrong address. I was really expecting you. No. At 11:30, 11:45, I came as a salesman. You just sent me out. And then around 4 o'clock, I came as a girl. That also you closed the door. So how I could come inside and take your meals? And the dream closed. And then she realized that, my God, so the important person is you. Whoever is there at that time, that is the important person for your life at that moment. He may not have big impact on you, but he can make the life totally like a king gone, or he can make the life big, or means special as well. And even if it doesn't make any difference, he is the important person. Why? That is what the lady understood from that event, because God is not a person to come and see you. God is there everywhere. Everything is divine. Everyone is divine. So if we are looking for God as a special appearance, no way. God is there everywhere. So whoever I see, whoever I meet, they are the manifestation of divinity, and God is there everywhere. So God is in them as well. So the important person in my life is the people we meet every day. Now let me share one PowerPoint wherein just I want to share a couple of poems what Maurici has written to support this statement. Here it is. Okay. Now, important person in life. We have already gone through it. Mother, father, guru. Before marriage, decision is based on parents, and spouse, definitely important for someone. Office boss is important person. And I am there for past, present, and future. So I am but the lot of dues we have to pay to mother and father, but after marriage, their importance is reduced. And important in all aspects is God. And this is the poem Maharishi has written, Deivam Mulumai Perumidam, in Tamil and in English. This is with the loose translation of my knowledge, but it was made just this morning around 4:30. So maybe you just see the essence of it, the meaning of it. Okay, the place where divinity becomes perfect, the divinity become complete in all respects. The divinity is there in a tree also, in a pen also. But the thing is, the divinity gets complete in their manifestation. That place is humanity, the human being. That is where the manifestation of divinity is perfect, complete in all respects. There is no further manifestation required when it is manifesting in human beings. So man is the complete appearance of divinity. Who else could be other than him in all? Whoever person we see, who else is there? Only divine is there. Divine only experiences pleasure and pain. So whatever pain, whatever pleasure I am experiencing it, who is experiencing it? The divinity inside me. If we can realize this fact, we will be doing only good to others. That is what this poem says. So here, the point is, Maharishi has written that whoever we see, that is the fullest form of divinity in it. So the important person is God. The God is there in all the people to whom we come across in our life. And the next one, Jivatma, Paramatma. And this is again another translation, individual soul, cosmic soul. What I have is individual soul. The cosmic soul is the entire universal energy. And what is called as divine in the universe is considered as life force in individuals. So we call God something. That God is called as life force within me, which is running, which is managing in my life. So that is called divinity. So he says here, the life force, the energy what I have is nothing but the divine energy, divinity. So we call it as a soul or spirit or Akash particle or life energy or life force. All that are divine energy. So energy particles. So what is called as divine in the universe is considered as life force in individuals. Those whose mind is fixed at the divinity, who is always thinking about the divinity, he is able to see divinity in everything, not only in universe or not only in a God in a particular form. Always everything is God. That is what he is able to see, who understand this difference. That's what this poem says. And this is the third poem. Here he says, martyrs, that means like a sacrificer. The person who sacrifices is the one who performs his actions with duty consciousness. What do you mean by duty consciousness? How a judge is giving a duty, performing his duty. There are certain rules, do's and don'ts. If somebody has done some mistake, and if he has done that mistake and enough evidences and witnesses are there, proof are there, then he has to give the punishment according to the laws. So he is the authority of law, and he just goes as per law, and then he sees it, okay, he has done that crime, so he has to go for jailing for 5 years or this much punishment or death sentence or whatever it is. So that is duty consciousness. There is no liking, disliking, and nothing is playing a role there. Whereas do we do the similar thing in our life? Do we do all actions with the duty consciousness in our mind? So I think I might have given same example many times. My son, I asked him to a glass of water. He brings it, he broke it, and the glass pieces went into glass tumbler, broke into pieces. Whereas my brother's son brought it and he did the same mistake. How I will react it? If it is my son, don't you have sense? You can't bring one glass of water. You are 10-year-old. How can I? What is this you are doing it? How many times I told you, don't rush, don't run, come slowly. All that bombarding will happen to my son. If it is my brother's son, oh, no, wait, don't move. There are glass pieces. It should not hurt you. I will come first. Then you please safeguardly, we escape, we take him from that place. Then we make things, cleans it and makes it, everything is okay. And then we tell him, this is not duty consciousness. Treatment, the behavior is something for my son is different than for my brother's son. If I have duty consciousness, how I react to my brother's son, same thing I should do it for my son. Similarly, I call my wife 10 times, and in Qatar, the local calls are free. So the moment husband leaves the home and wife is very busy on the phone, and calling landline to landline is free, so they talk for 5 hours, 6 hours. And if the husband wants to call back and tell a message, she's on phone, and mobile phone, obviously mobile phone will be somewhere and she can't hear that ringing sound. Then the husband will get irritated because he just gone and felt that purse is inside. So he's coming back and wanted his wife to come out of the home to give you the purse, but the line is busy. Now he has to, all this is all experience. My house is in the second floor, so I need to park the car, find a parking place, and leave the car, and then walk. No, there is no lift in the earlier building, no lift. Why? She's busy on the phone. That's all, right? So now I ask my wife, right? Come on. The moment I leave it, you are busy. I wanted to do this, but I couldn't. Now I'm wasting 15 minutes of time and getting delayed, all sort of things, right? So we bombard, we shout. If it is my mother, what I will do? Not 10 times, 15 times, not one day, 10 years. We don't shout at mother. Mommy, you might have slept it, or mobile phone was in a silent mode. No problem. I left my purse. I came here to take it. No worries. You take rest. You can take care. We go. So what is the treatment here? For my mother different, my wife different. Again, what he says here, the sacrificer is the one who does his action based on duty consciousness. And the second line says, Jnani, the person who is enlightened. Jnani is the one who realizes human being as manifestation of divine. So he sees everyone as a God. He is called Jnani. So Jnani or enlightened person is not someone who knows everything. Sorry, he is a knowledgeable man. That is correct. But Jnani is the one who is able to see divinity in everyone. That is what this poem says. Again, this poem is shared because in all these three poems, we need to understand this particular question: who is important person in life? Everyone is important in my life, because everyone is the manifestation of God. So that is what, whether are we considering everyone as an important person in my life? We need to think and introspect and then correct ourselves. Servant is coming to clean the home. How are we treating him? Actually, servant, nowadays, the situation is different. You have to treat them like a king. Otherwise, he will not come for cleaning tomorrow. So we treat them with a king, but with hesitation in mind. Not hesitation, frustration in mind. My God, if I shout him, he will not come tomorrow. And that too, when we say that we have some gust and you must come half an hour early, he will not come at all on that day, because knowing that work is a little bit huge. So he will not come. So he will definitely make sure. So we treat him like a king than our kid, actually. But a lot of frustration is inside us. Important person in life means servant is a God. He's a manifestation of God. How I am going to treat the God? How can I shout him? Mentally also, inside also, not physically. But it doesn't mean that I have to put a red carpet. Oh God, please come. And here is a kitchen. Please cleanse the kitchen. And anything you need, or should I help you? No. We don't want to tell all that. Definitely things will be totally different. He will treat us as a mad, actually. Our work will not happen. We don't want it. But mentally, we should not treat him think like a servant and slave to me, and whatever I tell you, commanding, demand, all that thought, we need to take it out. We have to treat him as an equal person. That thought, that will help. That's all we need. So he is an important person. That's what we need to understand. Now, why he is an important person? If we ask that question, why God sent him as a servant to my life? Maybe somebody else, God would have selected him. Why he sent that person as a maid? Why that person should be my boss? Why she should be my life partner? Why he is my son? Why this fellow is my neighbor? Why he should be my haircutter in the salon? Why I not get in a salon here, 6-7 people are there, but when I go there, somebody is doing the haircut, and why that fellow has to do it for me? Can you please in a chat box, what do you think? Why somebody is sent to my life? If he is important person, we now concluded everyone in my life is important person. So then why he should be the servant to me? Why he should be the boss in me? Can you put it in chat box? Why somebody is coming to my life? What is a plan? What is a reason for it? Question is not clear, or to clear our imprints? Excellent. According to our karma, excellent. It is karma for both of us. That's why we are meeting. Okay. Very good. What else? As per our karma, maybe due to us. Okay. It is karma for both of us. Any other thoughts? To clear our imprints. Perfect. Okay. Maybe due to us. Yeah, same. Any other answer? As per law of attraction. Wow, Ramakrishna, yes, teaches some things. Excellent. Teaches something. That's very good. As per law of attraction. Yes, correct. As per law of attraction. Okay. Okay. There are 3 reasons to my understanding why he should be a servant to me, or somebody should be coming as a boss to me, or a tea boy in my office. 3 things. 1, of course, you all said that imprint is taken care, but the main thing is through him, I have to learn a lesson. I have to change myself. I have to transform myself to become a pure manifestation of divinity, to become like a God living person, like a realized person, enlightened person. To attain that, Maharishi has given sublimation is a step before perfection, right? So first is a meditation, second step is introspection, and the third step is sublimation. Introspection is what is my plus and what is my minus, remove the minus, strengthen the positive. So I change my character. All good things I have to build on, negative things I have to get rid of it. That process is called a sublimation. Unless I pass sublimation, I can't be a self-realized person or enlightened person, or I can't reach that perfection, that stage of perfection. That is the completeness, means God, self-realized person. Now, in order to do it, how I will know what I should change? So the divine with the total consciousness, choosing the right person and sending to my life, so that I learn something from him. I change something from him. I change myself based on his attitude, based on his action. I have to do something. I have to change something towards sublimation. That is what I need to. So one is self-transformation. Why God has sent him? Because he is going to do something. From that, I need to find out what I need to change. Maybe he cleans the kitchen, and you are going there and you are seeing a cooker, and inside some rice are there. Oh, what cleaning is done? Rice is there. My God, your job is to clean perfectly, and there are 2 rices inside the cooker after you cleanse it. What is it? I can ask like that. Or that is what, if I ask like it, I need to change that behavior, because I am not considering him as God. I am considering him as my slave. My servant, I am paying him. He has to obey. He has to do his duty perfectly. Result is not in my hand. Only my effort is in my hand. Action is in my hand. Result is nothing but the manifestation of God. So how can I ask him why you did like that? But at the same time, without hurting him, I have to ask him, Bhai, what is this? You missed it today? Or you didn't see it? Or the brush is not good? Or you are in a rush? Anything problem, you tell me. No issue. But I expect like this, no? So like that, without hurting him, but if you explain it, our problems, our wants, then things are different. That can happen only if I consider him as manifestation of God, as God. Then only the respect, love, compassion, all that will come. Otherwise, we bombard, we shout, and we object, we resist, we criticize, we blame, and all that things will come up. So number one, self-transformation. For me to transform, God has given an opportunity through him. Number one reason. Second reason, he sent to me, God has sent him to me because I have the capability, I have the ability to help him. The God thinks for this guy, he has another problem, but I am the best person to help him. That is why God sends him to my home than my neighbor's home. Because God believes in me that I can help him on certain things. I don't know what is that. I need to explore. What Maharishi says, whoever you meet, you don't need to ask anything. You don't need to do anything. With all these drawbacks in him, with all his negative qualities in him, what help I can do for him? If I can keep running this thought alone, Maharishi says, I will get Nirai Selvam. Nirai Selvam means prosperity. Not an exact translation. Prosperity means you have, enough wealth, not even enough wealth. Today, earning money is very, very tough. Saving or protecting that earned money is also equally tough because the world is like that. So Maharishi says, you don't need to save money. You don't need to protect your money. When you need it, you will get it. Tomorrow, I want to go to a doctor to check something, good doctor should be available. Tomorrow, I want to construct a home, I need 1 crore, I will get 1 crore. How? That is called prosperity. The definition of Maharishi for the word prosperity. That will come if I keep a thought, what help I can do to him, to whoever I am interacting, whoever I am, people come across in my life, what help I can do. He will be like that, but how can I help you? That thought alone will make me, resourceful to help that fellow. Resource will come to me to help him. So the second reason is I have some resources to help him. How can I help him? I need to explore it. Second one. The third one, he has resource to help me. That is why. Maybe he is helping by way of cleaning it. Maybe that could be one. Maybe something else also. We don't know. But if we keep that thought, that positive magnetism will go there. Also, what I want in my life, that is also in my genetic center. Only that wave only attracted him towards me because he is going to help me in my life. So the people who come across in my life, though they are giving trouble to me, in many ways, they are helping me because I attracted them. And by cleaning not only the imprints, by making me think and introspect and transform, and also giving me a wonderful opportunity to help him back. All these three reasons put together, people come to my life. So whoever is coming to my life, they are all important person. And from morning to night, did we meet anybody without this thought in our mind as a superior or inferior person or a slave or a servant, or even my son has to follow what I say, then he is not important person to me. If he broke a glass, then I shout, oh, he is not God. I am treating him as my slave. Simply, it's a terrorism. It is called terrorism. So there are one birthday, the husband brought a necklace. So he gave to his wife birthday gift, and the lady saw the necklace. Wow, it's nice. But last year also you brought me similar necklace. I got driving license 4 years before. You could have got me a car, nice car. The wife is telling to the husband, and the husband immediately said, Oh, no car is available with a covering. The necklace is a covering necklace. That means it's not a gold covering necklace. So he says, spontaneously the reply came, which is the fact. So the car is not available with a covering, so I have to buy. Then she got really upset. Now she's asking, she doubt whether the last year he gifted a necklace that is also covering or gold. For 1 year, she has been believing that it is gold. In fact, it was a gold. He purchased gold last year. This year, his colleague advised, hey, buy covering. Why you worry about money buying this for 1 lakh? Now gold rate is high. So he purchased a covering necklace. And now the wife started having a doubt. For the last 15 years, whatever he has gifted, whether it is gold or covering, that doubt has come to her mind. Now, if that husband considered her as a divine, as a God, how he will tell, how he will give like that, or he will immediately he will tell the truth. Hey, I don't have budget, or this is what I just thought buying something. This is okay for you. It would have been a harmonious exchange, but not like that. So we treat everyone as important person in our life? That is what we have to think about this particular aspect from morning to night. One simple way to find out this, one famous actor, he was a Tamil actor, and there was a WhatsApp message, the memes, the Tamil, actually that famous actor is a very famous actor, and he declared that I am going to do social servicing. And the people, if you stop acting, that itself is a big social service, somebody's reaction to that. Now, how many people we hate in our life? How many people we don't like? The actor is nothing related to my life. But the moment I think of that actor, I hate him. I don't like him. Or politician, or officers, or neighbor. How many people we hate? They are not important person to our life. According to this rule, I am not considering him as important. I am considering him as a third-rate fellow who doesn't deserve anything in my thought process. Though I can't tell him, or I don't do any negative thinking, negative action against him, but mentally I have it. Then he is not important person to me. So not only the person we meet, all the persons we think, we see, we hear, and we do some work with them. All of them are important to me. If all of them are important to me, I will not hate anybody. How many people I don't like? How many people I don't like? If I put that small paper, write one by one, how many people I hate? Really, for me, it was maybe 7, 8 people, maybe 10 years before. Now, one person, it happened 6 years back, very close relative to my wife, and she doesn't want me to talk to him at all, because that much insult he has done to me. Being her husband, she expects her relative to respect me, right? So she said, no, you should not talk to him. He is my relative. Why you bother? Not at all. So she kept telling me, but I never, no, I said, no. What I told her is, until I die, I should not hate anybody. And nobody should hate me also. That was the thing I was having in that mind. Then later I realized that may not be possible at all, because everybody's understanding, everybody's knowledge, perception could be different. You can't satisfy everyone. So even if you do really something good, somebody can think negative of that, and he may not like, jealous or whatever reason it is. So I thought, okay, let me not aim for it. Nobody should hate me. Better if it is possible, if you can try it, if you can achieve it, excellent. Because it is possible. Anybody can hate him for all his living. Nobody. Even if his boss forced him to sign something when he was working in a post office, he simply resigned. And he didn't come, he simply resigned. Sorry, I can't accept what is to be done. Thank you so much. He left. That's it. So nobody can hate him. So possible for us also, then nobody should hate him. Why not I try at least? So I should not hate. First point is, I should not hate anybody. And I should see if there is a cricket match, if God is there, if I am there, When an Indian batsman sixer, clapping the hand. Pakistani sixer, keeping quiet. If God is there in the stadium, he will clap for both of them. That is this point. Everyone is divine. Everyone is important to me. Everyone does good, so I appreciate everyone. Not that he is belonging to my country, he is belonging to other country. What, this country, that country, everybody is a manifestation of God. That should be the degree of thinking, enlightenment. We should get it and we should apply it in our life. And so the easiest point to find out, am I considering everyone as important person in my life? If you can think for a minute and identify to whom I hate, whom and all. Maybe for a lady, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, or co-brother, means whoever it is. Okay. So all that, sometimes it is very difficult to achieve this. It was difficult for me, one person in my office. If you actually, this was told by vice president of a big company in India. They do business in Qatar as well. It's a big company. As this is going to YouTube, I don't want to name that company. It's a big company. And I was in meeting with him. So he was asking me in Bombay, his headquarters, Muthu, he was asking in Hindi actually, kya aadmi hai aapke paas hai? Like that, what person you have in your office? He is handling my account. If I ask him where is toilet, that fellow explains me for half an hour, and then I concluded that he doesn't know where is toilet, but he talks to me for half an hour for a simple question. Kya aadmi hai wo? Kaise kaam kar sakta hu? How can we work with him? That is what he was, vice president was telling me in Hindi in that meeting, because the same person, if he is talking in our official meeting, my BP used to go up, because without knowing anything, he will talk for half an hour, and he will, there are people actually, they also do meditation. And what they do when they come across tough situation, they also close their eyes, and they also reduce their frequency. And you know what this guy does? When there is a tough situation in the office, when there is a huge problem there and all, he just closes the eyes, he keeps quiet for 1 minute, and then what he does, actually he told, in that 1 minute, actually after he resigned, he told, okay, now he's not, actually he's without job for the last 4 years actually. Okay, now that person, what he does in that 1 minute, he thinks, to whom I can blame for this? Then he will find out a person in that 1 minute thought, and then he will blame that person for the entire thing, and he will cool, he is cool, and he is cool all the time. The all other problem, all others will be in a big tension actually, because it is not a fact. And so people use meditation to for this purpose as well. Anyway, I used to hate him like anything. The moment I see him, I know what is going on, boiling inside, right? So because everywhere lies, everywhere without any, so it took a lot of time for me, and almost like 1.5 years after that, I used to enjoy with him, and he used to come and talk. Earlier days, anything he asked, even what is the time, if he asks, I don't respond to him at all. I just keep quiet and then nothing. You find out my clock is not okay, or my mobile is not good, and something like that. I know what time it is, right? So that much hatred I had it, but within 1.5 years, I changed it. So if we can identify who are all the people I don't like, I hate, either because of their action, because of thought, or whatever it is, or because of some other behavior, if we can convert them as important person in my life, definitely we change ourselves, we transform ourselves, and we progress in life towards that sublimation and the stage of perfection. If I can apply in my life from morning to night every day, then Maharishi says in Tamil, Mei Jnana Parvai. While seeing the entire world, you have to see as divinity. If I can see everything as a manifestation of divine, where is the question of conflict? Where is the question of ego there? Ego is nothing but forgetting this rule. If I forget that the other person is not God, I get ego. Then the separation comes. If I see everything as a God, unity is coming, making us one. That is a result of that. But if I forget everyone is not manifestation of God, then I comes in, he comes in, separation is there, ego is there, clash starts, friction starts, all that nonsense comes after that. So this point, what I just wanted to convey today is, from morning to night, whoever we come across in our life, let us start in our thought process as an important person, and with a thinking that what help I can do for him, how can I help him. That simple thought, if I can keep it, definitely we are making progress in our life. And with this I conclude. And which moment is a right important moment, which action is the important action in our life, we will see on some other Friday.